What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with another legendary item guide. This time we're covering the HYPERFOCUS. In this video I'll cover how to get it, break down how the weapon works, and what anointments you should be on the lookout for. So let's get right into it. To get this SMG, you're going to want to farm the power troopers at the Atlas HQ map on Promethea. You can get this item to drop on any difficulty level, but obviously the higher the difficulty, the more likely you are to get an anointed variant though. However, Mayhem level is not required in order to get this to drop. So let's head on over to Atlas HQ and see if we can get one. Now, when you guys get to Atlas HQ, there is a fast shortcut you can take to get right to this farming spot. Just head out to the left and go up this way. You're going to mantle this little ledge, go over the rail, head over this way. Now, to get them to spawn even faster, my buddy Zifnap taught me a trick. If you shoot just above this rail, it'll often get them to spawn in a little bit quicker. The Power Troopers are 5 Malawant troopers, and they are an Easter egg reference to the Power Rangers. These guys aren't very tough. If you want to take out any of them first, maybe go for the Pink Trooper because that's the one that can heal the others. Now, these guys can drop a lot of different items, so while you're doing this farm, you're likely to get some other decent gear as well. The Sapphire and Tourmaline troopers are the only ones with this specific item in their loot pool, so you could just kill those two and ignore the others, but it only takes a few extra seconds to wipe them all out. All right, so run number 1 and no luck. I will keep farming this, and when we get the drop, I'll let you know. All right, well, that took a lot longer than I expected. That was run number 17. Normally it doesn't take this long, but I guess my RNG was just pretty bad today. The HYPERFOCUS can spawn with any element, and I highly recommend getting a shock and corrosive variant for anybody that wants a solid weapon to handle the Malawant takedown. The HYPERFOCUS is a legendary SMG manufactured by Hyperion, and the red text reads, "My line has ended," which is a reference to the Lord of the Rings Return of the King.
My line has ended!
The HYPERFOCUS's special ability is that shots will split out on either side of enemies that are hit by projectiles, similar to how the conference call works. At level 57, the base damage is 997 on the version that I got with a 35 round mag size. This one also features a bonus 10% crit bonus and 47% weapon damage, which is already factored into the base damage listed on the card. This one rolled with radiation for the element and a phase grasp anoint that increases accuracy and handling, which is not really an ideal anoint for this, but let's just take it for a spin through my favorite map in the game, Athenas. A HYPERFOCUS is great for crowd control. When you shoot an enemy, the extra projectiles can ricochet and hit enemies again. The gun has a high fire rate and is very accurate even from long range. Hip firing remains accurate as well, but what really makes this gun shine is stacking elemental projectiles via action skill and anointments and elemental perks in your skill trees. So let's say, for example, you get a shock elemental HYPERFOCUS and it rolls with an anointment that gives you radiation damage on the next 2 mags after your action skill ends. You use your action skill and then suddenly you're doing both shock and radiation damage. Now you combine that with a shield that has another element, let's say corrosive on action skill end for the next 10 seconds. Now you've got 3 elements going at once. And then on top of that, you can add another one via your grenade mod anointment and another one from your skill tree. And all of a sudden you have all these extra projectiles with all the different elements zipping all over the place, destroying everything in sight. And on that note, let's get into my recommendations for anointments. Obviously, the next 2 mags anoint, as I just mentioned, is an exceptional choice, especially on Moze, Flak, and Amara. But a consecutive hits anointment could arguably be the best one in the game, as it's very easy to stack the percentage quickly, especially on Moze. Zane still gets the best benefit from his 100% cryo damage while Sentinel is active, in my opinion at least, but the consecutive hits anointment is a decent replacement for him as well. This gun received a big damage boost on the March 12th, 2020 hotfix, making it arguably one of the best overall guns in the game and a top 5 SMG. The farm is pretty quick and easy, except for when I did it today, and you can occasionally get multiple HYPERFOCUSes per run. Now, ultimately, I spent maybe about 20 minutes total on my farm to get the one that I got, and, you know, I could go and farm it again and probably get, 3 more in the next 30 minutes. So it's one of those farms that's not hard to do, and your results will vary a little bit from run to run. But ultimately, it's a really easy gun to get and very, very much worth it. I hope this guide to the HYPERFOCUS was helpful to you. If it was, then please take a second to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I post a new video. You can click on one of the other cards at the end of this video to see more legendary item guides as well. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.